Oh boy, okay, let's talk about the On My Go Raid Challenge Triumph that you need for your Disciple Slayer CO title thingamabob. So, this Triumph is annoying as all hell. I'm just gonna lay that out immediately. If you don't know what it does, the Triumph trigger is to kill the Shield Scorn Boys. That's what I'm calling them. I'm not calling them... What is it? What is it? Abated Adherents. Yeah, I'm not calling them that. They're Shield Boys, okay? So, the Scorn Shield Boys that come out periodically that are orange bars in the acquisition encounter, you need to let them hit your obelisk before killing them. See, normally I'd say, okay, that's not a big deal, you know? Just wait till they hit the obelisk, you know? Not a big deal, right? Right? Wrong! What happens is, half the time, they either aggro on you, and they won't stop aggroing you, even if you fly over to Uganda and get away from them. And then sometimes, they literally just ignore everything and hump the obelisk. I'm not kidding. One of them actually humps the obelisk. And then eventually just teleports out of it, you know? It's one of those things, but it looks what it looks like, you know? Anyway, so you can also have them just like stand still and do nothing when you're in the phase where you have to actually read symbols and shoot the correct symbols in one of the obelisks to continue the encounter. So it's a little tricky. It's a bit annoying. I just wanted to get that out of the way. You might get frustrated doing this, but you know, if you don't get it first try, don't get demoralized. It's just a very dumb Triumph and very tricky. So let's get started. What you want to do is split up like normal, 2-2-2, and as normal, have one person roam, one person stay. The idea here is you kill your knights as fast as humanly possible, and then you just start roaming, going to each room, getting the Glyph Keeper, blah, 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 all the symbols. What your teammate, which is the Obelisk Keeper, I guess, would be doing is kill all the regular ads, which is like the regular Scorn and the melee one, and then occasionally the Unstoppable Champion. Obviously, your teammate can help when it's not your room to roam to go into the Glyph Master Room, Dungeon, whatever. So, you want to be killing all the regular ads, the Knights, the Unstoppables, and then the Jabronis with the shields. Once they get near your obelisk, if they're shooting you, you get the hell away from your obelisk. You fly to a different continent, and hopefully they lose aggro and they go on the obelisk. That's the idea. Personally, me, when I did the middle, which is spawn point for my obelisk, I went straight to the crux in the middle of the map, the one that you used to open the doors, and then waited till they de-aggroed me. Sometimes, if you go into your symbol reading phase, as I mentioned earlier, they will just un-aggro everything, and they'll just kind of stand there. Do not kill them in this phase. Just leave them alone, and go shoot your obelisk if you have to shoot it, and then just leave them alone and wait until the round resets, and then you kill them. I've had at least like 2-3 tries where somebody killed them during that phase, claiming they shot them, or rather they shot the obelisk previously, and then we got, you know, screwed at the end. So my personal recommendation is don't kill them when you have to be reading and shooting an obelisk. Just wait until the round restarts. Once the round does restart, they magically just get aggro again, and they'll start shooting either the obelisk or you. So I figure that's the idea. You can't shoot them during that particular part of the fight. That's where it gets really annoying, as I mentioned, other than them just not wanting to shoot the obelisk. Now, obviously, you also can't just let them shoot the obelisk forever. You can't just let them shoot them, you know, 5, 10 times or whatever. Eventually, your obelisk will wipe you. So don't just stand there and be like, oh no, I'll wait till they, you know, shoot like 5 times just in case. If you see them shoot the obelisk and it's a normal phase and you're not supposed to be shooting the obelisk yourself, you kill them. That's the idea. You have to kill them in that small time window. Make sure they're shooting the obelisk and they're not shooting you. Like, for example, if you're away from your obelisk and they're just kind of like in front of the obelisk and you can't actually see them and they happen to be shooting at it, but they're actually aggroed on you, don't count that as them hitting the obelisk. I personally didn't. I made sure they were aggroed on the obelisk, not me shooting the obelisk, and then I would kill them. Final things to note for this encounter. Number 1, do not use Gallahorn. Number 2, don't use Gallahorn. Okay, but no, on number 3, seriously, don't use anything that has any sort of explosive rounds to it, whether it be a rocket launcher, a hand cannon, nothing. Why? Because Galley has a mind of its own, and it can just track and kill the shield boys if it feels like it. Same thing with any other rocket, explosive light, lasting impression, blah, blah, blah. It can accidentally kill them when you shouldn't be, so don't use rockets. the reason I say don't use explosive rounds on things like hand cannons or scouts or anything is because if you try to shoot an obelisk when you need to with explosive rounds, it will fuck you over. Straight up, it'll just say, hey, you shot that one thing, actually you shot 6 things. And then obviously it says reject, and then it can eventually wipe you because of that. So no explosive rounds, no rockets, nothing with like Omega tracking giant explosions. It will screw you over. Don't waste your time. Things I would recommend would be things like Agar Scepter, because you kill one regular thing, it freezes all of them. If the shield boys are frozen, that's okay. You didn't kill them, they're just frozen. But it does help when there's just general mobs and the shield guys are not in them. You know, freeze them up, slow things down, things like that. Other than that, a sniper also is good because, as I mentioned, you got to kill the Taken Knights as fast as humanly possible because they just slow down the encounter a lot. So, you know, if you know where he is, you know all the spawn points, you can see him, snipe him, boom, you're done. You don't have to chase him. And bring unstoppable either hand cannon or pulse because there will be unstoppables throughout the fight. And, you know, sometimes your Glyph Keeper, Obelisk Watcher might be busy with regular ads. And, you know, you should help them out if you can. Other than that, just stay patient. Maybe save the checkpoint on a different character in case the game screws you over. And follow those steps, and you should be fine. You know, again, shoot them in the regular phases. Don't shoot them in the phase where you have to shoot the obelisk. Slow down ads if you can. Wear the proper weapons. Don't wear explosive stuff. And you should be good to go. There you go. If I figure out a better method, maybe, possibly with 6 warlocks, I'll let you guys know. Until then, hope you enjoyed. Hope this helps you. And like, comment, sub would be appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also stream daily on Twitch. Goodbye. Twitch.tv/SneakyBeaver, by the way. It's in the description. Okay, goodbye.